Disney World has a lot of Mickey-shaped foods, but which one is actually the best? Today, I'm trying as many Mickey-shaped snacks as I can find around Disney World and ranking them from worst to best. And at the end of this video, I'll let you know what the ultimate Mickey-shaped snack is. Our journey begins in the Magic Kingdom, where luckily we can find almost every Mickey-shaped snack the resort has to offer. And the first snack we'll pick up is arguably the most iconic Mickey-shaped snack, a Mickey bar. It really doesn't get much more classic than a Mickey premium bar. If there's any snack that really reminds me of my childhood, it is this right here. A Mickey premium bar is a vanilla ice cream shaped like Mickey, covered in chocolate, and these days it runs you $6.49. You can pick one of these up pretty much anywhere around Disney World, at any resort, at any park, at any stand around any park. You can pretty much find a Mickey bar, and there's a big debate whether people are team Mickey bar or Mickey ice cream sandwich. We'll see what I am today. What I love about a Mickey bar is how thick and rich and dark the chocolate on the outside tastes. There's seriously such a thick coating of chocolate. The vanilla ice cream on the inside really isn't much to write home about. That thick chocolate is really so good. It almost tastes like a dark chocolate, but I don't think it is. But there's just something so nostalgic and classic about a Mickey bar, although I would argue that these always taste better when they're free, whether that be on a Disney cruise line with the free included room service, or when you're staying club level and they have these in the freezer for free. Mickey bar always tastes better when it's free. I very rarely actually purchase these or want to purchase these, so we'll see. But right now, this is our first treat, so this comes in the number one spot, starting off at number one for now. Well, we just had a Mickey bar, so it's only right that we follow that up with a Mickey ice cream sandwich. And you can pretty much find these at all of the same places that you could find a Mickey bar. The main difference in these from the Mickey bar, other than the fact that they're an ice cream sandwich, is the fact that they have cookies and cream ice cream instead of just plain old vanilla ice cream. You know, I gotta say, I used to be totally against the Mickey ice cream sandwich. I used to be Mickey premium bar all the way. But in the last few years, these boys have really grown on me. I have really become a fan of the Mickey ice cream sandwich here. And I've really grown to enjoy them, mainly in part due to that cookies and cream ice cream, because that is probably like my favorite flavor of ice cream. I love anything cookies and cream flavored. So that really gives it a good edge here. If a Mickey premium bar had cookies and cream ice cream, that would be hands down probably the winner in this competition. But this is a close one because I really prefer the outside chocolate coating of the premium bar to like the soft ice cream sandwich vibe of the sandwich here. But I like the ice cream a lot more in the sandwich. So I don't know, this is a tough one, guys. One more bite to decide. Okay, I think I'm officially ready to take a stance in this years-long debate. I'm sliding the Mickey ice cream sandwich into the number one spot, and the Mickey premium bar is dropping into the number two spot. And it's all because of that cookies and cream ice cream. It took years to convert me, but I'm officially ready to say I prefer a Mickey ice cream sandwich to a Mickey bar. We have a new number one. Our next Mickey-shaped snack is going to be a Mickey pretzel, arguably another iconic Mickey-shaped snack that you could pretty much grab anywhere in any of the parks at any of the snack stands that they have around. One of these Mickey pretzels here does run you $8.49, which is quite expensive for a soft pretzel, but it does include a cup of this cheddar cheese flavored pasteurized cheese snack, which obviously I've had before and I must admit isn't the best. It's also not served warm, which is a bit of a bummer, but it comes with cheese. Now, if you wanted to forego the cheese because you didn't like it or you just wanted to save some money, you are able to say you didn't want the cheese. And it does save you $1. So there's that. But in my personal experience, these pretzels are always so dry. You always need some type of dip, so I always get the cheese sauce. And I gotta show you guys this cheese. I mean, that doesn't even really look much like cheese. Oh no. It doesn't look the best. And if you've had this cheese before, you also know it doesn't taste the best. But as per usual, ears first. Guys, I'm not even kidding. Even with this cheese sauce, it is still so dry. This pretzel here. I wish I had gotten a Diet Coke or some type of drink. I'm gonna have to get up and get one for sure, because I don't think I can eat the rest of this pretzel here without one. That's how dry it is. I feel like there has to be a better pre-packaged cheese sauce in the game that they could be using, because the brand that they got, Alejandro or whatever it is, ooh, it really doesn't help because it is not great. This could be upgraded for sure. And just in general, there are far better soft pretzels in Disney World. Even here in Magic Kingdom, they have a better one right across from the Little Mermaid ride over in Hollywood Studios at Baseline Tap House. They have a great soft pretzel. In Animal Kingdom at Pongu Pongu, they have a great giant soft pretzel. And there are plenty in Disney Springs at Jock Lindsay's. They have the great like charcuterie-filled pretzel. They have a great soft pretzel over at Raglan Road. So there are so many great soft pretzels at Disney World. I know this one is Mickey shaped, so it's fun, but really, it's just not good. If you're looking for a good soft pretzel, there are far better ones around Disney World. So I think it's pretty obvious. Out of the 3 snacks that we have had so far, this is going in the number 3 spot. Both of the ice cream treats that we've had are definitely better than this pretzel right here. It's like a reward. We are 3 Mickey-shaped treats down, many, many more to go, and our next stop brings us to the Main Street Bakery for the Mickey-shaped cinnamon roll. There are a couple of different places around property that you're able to grab this, mainly at the different Starbucks locations in the parks, and it does run you $7.99. And since this can be found at mainly the Starbucks locations, they're actually able to warm this cinnamon roll up for you, which is very nice, instead of just getting it served at room temperature, which I gotta admit isn't usually the best. And we do have this Mickey-shaped cinnamon roll just served in its classic form right here, right now. But they also serve this over at Westward Ho in the Magic Kingdom with a little bit of a twist. For breakfast at the Westward Ho, they have the Mickey-shaped bacon pecan caramel cinnamon roll. And I gotta say, that version I've had, and it's definitely a lot better than just this basic version that we've got right here. So I'm gonna take that into consideration in my rankings. But let's cut into this cinnamon roll here. And as always, we're going ears first. I always say this cinnamon roll is pretty much like 3 cinnamon rolls in one, because we've got 2 mini cinnamon rolls as the ears and then a big cinnamon roll as the main body. And you can see this cinnamon roll it's a little bit dry. It's a tad bit dry. It's actually really dry today. Wow. I feel like you could tell just by looking at this cinnamon roll here exactly how dry it is. But I want to try the center of the roll from this main cinnamon roll here. It definitely looks maybe not as dry as the ears. We'll see. Okay, the center is definitely a lot better, but still not enough to really do it for me. This isn't one of my favorite treats in the park. In fact, it's probably not one that I would ever get outside of making a video. I just don't think it's that great, especially given the fact that it doesn't have cream cheese frosting. In my opinion, every cinnamon roll needs a ton of cream cheese frosting, and this is just like plain old royal icing, and it doesn't even have enough of that icing on it. So it's just overall very dry and unimpressive for a cinnamon roll. So not a giant fan, although the cinnamon roll with all that caramel and the pecans and stuff that you get from Westward Ho, that is good because all the caramel and all those toppings really make up for the dryness and for the lack of frosting on this cinnamon roll. So if you're gonna get a Mickey-shaped cinnamon roll, I suggest getting it for breakfast from the Westward Ho. And because of that variant, the cinnamon roll is taking the number 3 spot. So right now we have the ice cream sandwich in number 1, the Mickey Premium Bar in number 2, the cinnamon roll in number 3, and the Mickey Pretzel in last place at number 4. Now we're gonna stop in the Main Street Confectionery, and they have so many different Mickey-shaped treats here. You can find the classic Mickey-shaped apples, Rice Krispie treats, cookies, really any baked good you could possibly think of. They are shaping like Mickey in the confectionery. And of course, we're gonna pick up one of everything so we can see which is the best. We are gonna start with the Mickey Caramel Apple, which runs a whopping $14.49. They have a bunch of different variations that this apple comes in. You could of course get minis. Sometimes they have different characters depending on the season, but I just decided to go with the classic Mickey. And I like that you could sometimes peek in the confectionery and see them making these apples. It's always interesting to see them dip the apples and the caramel and the chocolate and the different sprinkles and such. And of course, we gotta eat this apple ears first, although this is gonna be probably our most difficult treat to actually eat. And the ears in this case are actually marshmallows. I mean, it's pretty hard to mess up a chocolate-covered marshmallow, but now for the very difficult task of actually trying to eat this apple. Hopefully, I'm able to do it. There's actually a shocking amount of layers to this caramel apple. We've got the caramel on the bottom, we've got the chocolate layer, and then on top of the chocolate, there's also a white chocolate layer that the red sprinkles on the bottom are kind of sticking to. So there's a lot of layers to this apple. And for as cute as it is, and I appreciate the kind of craftsmanship that goes into making these apples, I'm just not a fan. I don't get the hype. I know a lot of people like to get these and bring them home and, eat them at home, but I don't get the hype. I just think they are so difficult to eat. And if I'm spending $15 on a snack, it better be pretty damn good. And I just don't think this is $15 good. This is like the price of an entire meal, an entire entree. It's actually more expensive than most quick service entrees, just for a literal apple dipped in some chocolates. So for that reason, I might be putting this in last place. I think I would see myself getting a cinnamon roll or a pretzel over a caramel apple ever again. So yeah, this is going in last. We'll see if anything can oust it from the last spot. And next up we have this chocolate Mickey cake pop. This runs $5.99 and it's coated in some M&Ms. This is very, very quickly melting here, guys, so we've got to take a bite. I have never had one of these chocolate cake pops here, and now I'm kind of mad that I have never had one of these chocolate cake pops because this is really good. That chocolate cake on the inside is so rich and so moist. If you're not into like super chocolatey desserts, you will not like this. And I'm definitely gonna need some of this water to finish the rest of this. But man, that's a really good cake pop. I can't believe I've never had one of these here. I know cake pops are super popular with kids these days, but I see the hype. I see the hype behind the cake pop. And I would imagine this is probably better than the cake pops that they serve at Starbucks. And they're certainly way bigger than the cake pops that they serve at Starbucks. This is really surprising me with how good it is. I certainly did not expect it to be this enjoyable. So folks, we have a new number 3 in the building. We have the ice cream sandwich number 1, the ice cream bar number 2, the cake pop number 3, the cinnamon roll number 4, the pretzel number 5, and the caramel apple in the last spot, number 6. Now we have the Mickey Marshmallow. This Mickey Marshmallow Pop runs $7.49, which in my opinion is extremely expensive for a chocolate-covered marshmallow. But maybe it's really good. Similar to the cake pop, and honestly a lot of the treats in the confectionery, I have never had one of these marshmallow pops here. We might have a new last place here. This is quite literally just a marshmallow dipped in chocolate. And the chocolate doesn't even taste good. Like the red chocolate that this is dipped in is extremely waxy and it really just takes over everything. Like at least the chocolate flavor from the cake pop and the apple tasted good. This one here doesn't taste great and it's just a marshmallow. So to charge almost $8 for that is a little bit crazy to me. I don't get the hype with this one, and it is certainly something I would never purchase again. I'm not a big marshmallow fan to begin with. I love a marshmallow and a s'more, and that's about it, so maybe that's why. But yeah, this one is certainly not worth your money, and it's just really nothing special. Maybe if they stuff something inside the marshmallow, something. Gotta do a little something with this one, but not for me. So yeah, this is an easy one. This is going into the last place spot. In my opinion, it's a little bit worse than the caramel apple, and I would rather get the caramel apple again before I got this marshmallow again. Now onto our Rice Krispie treat, which costs $8.99. They again have a bunch of different versions of Rice Krispie treats. They have a version that is peanut butter flavored, a regular version with a bunch of different toppings that you could choose from, but I decided to get the strawberry flavored Rice Krispie treat. This one just sounded way too good to pass up, and it really looks like a strawberry shortcake bar. I'm hoping it tastes that way too. Wow, if you guys see this strawberry crispy treat in one of the sweet shops, grab it. That is so good. And it doesn't taste like artificial strawberry flavor at all. It tastes so fresh. And in a way, it's kind of refreshing, especially on a hot day. That is so delicious. And it smells really fresh as well. It's like giving off a great strawberry fragrance. I can't believe how good that is, honestly. This is hands down the best Rice Krispie treat I've had in a very long time at Disney World. Potentially the best Rice Krispie treat I've ever had here. And there's one thing I always recommend if you're going to get a Krispie treat. Never get the prepackaged ones that they have just sitting around the store. Always go up to the counter or register and ask the cast member for one. I always find them to be so much fresher, but this is gonna shake up our rankings here. I don't know if it's better than the ice creams, the ice cream bar, or the ice cream sandwich, but it's certainly better than everything else. So I'm going to put the Mickey Rice Krispie treat in the number 3 spot in our rankings. I call this next round the cookie round because I just picked up all of the Mickey-shaped cookies from the confectionery. And we're going to start by trying this Mickey chocolate chip cookie for $7.99. Would you guys look at how huge this cookie is? I don't even know if this is a chocolate chip cookie or if it's just a straight up M&M cookie because there are M&Ms in that batter there and then it's just dunked in chocolate and topped with even more M&Ms. We'll see how this is. It is huge. It's definitely worth your money, that's for sure. Usually when you get a chocolate chip cookie, it's either nice and crispy or nice and chewy. And this is neither of them. It's just pretty dry. It also doesn't have any type of true brown sugary flavor. It's more of a extremely dry, flavorless sugar cookie. Really the only thing I tasted were the M&Ms and the chocolate on the outside. And I know I like to eat the ears first, but I feel like to get a true taste of what the actual cookie itself tastes like, did you see that just like crumble apart? I gotta just try the actual cookie here. I could see a lot of people wanting to get this because it is just so big. And when you see a cookie that big in the case, you almost want to get it. But I'm not gonna lie, if you get this, I think you would be pretty disappointed. In my opinion, like a Chips Ahoy is probably better than this here. Although I do think it's a good price for the size of this cookie. The flavor is just seriously not there. I'd actually say it's probably one of the worst chocolate chip cookies you could find on property, and there are a lot of good chocolate chip cookies you could find, so the bar is set pretty high. I'm gonna put it in the number 7 spot between the pretzel and the caramel apple. Moving on, we have the Mickey Sugar Cookie for $5.79. This has a colored white chocolate as well as sprinkles on the ears, and call me crazy, but I sometimes enjoy those buttery shortbread sugar cookie kind of cookies. Let's see how this one is. This is kind of giving that, if I'm being honest. But this is the type of non-sweet sugar cookie that I kind of enjoy. I'm probably in the minority with this one. The cookie itself is a little bit cakey, and it reminds me of those sugar cookies that you get from the grocery store. I'm going to put a photo right here of what I'm talking about, but you guys know exactly what I am talking about when I'm showing you this photo of these sugar cookies. That is low-key what this tastes like. So if you like those cookies, you would probably like this. I personally expect a little bit more, higher quality from Disney, but it's certainly not the worst thing that we've eaten today. We've had far worse. In the rankings, I would probably make this the new number 7. It's better than the chocolate chip cookie, but it's definitely nothing special and probably would not get again. Now we've got this Mickey Dove chocolate scone that costs $6.29. This is something that I've always seen on the menu and always been really curious about, but I've never ordered, and I must admit, the back of this looks like just really old. Like it's almost been sitting there for a very, very long time. So we'll see how this is here. I think I've only had like 1 or 2 scones in my time, and this is hands down the worst. I don't even know if you could consider this a scone, and I'm not even a scone expert, that is for sure. But this tastes like a very dry pain au chocolat, like chocolate bread. And I've only had pain au chocolat from Trader Joe's, but that is what this tastes like, except a extremely dry version of that. This is pretty bad, and in case you're wondering, it does taste old. It does taste like it's been sitting there for a little while, and I don't think that many people are ordering this, so I wouldn't be surprised if it was, but it really just tastes like a loaf of bread with chocolate in it. It's not good. I'd even say that this is worse than the caramel apple and the marshmallow, so I've got to put the scone in last place. Our final treat from the confectionery is this Mickey cookie sandwich. It's filled with a strawberry flavored buttercream and coated in Skittles freeze-dried candies for $7.99. I'm not really having too high of hopes for this one, and I don't really know what they're thinking with these Skittles freeze-dried candies. There's so many things in the confectionery these days with these Skittle pieces here. I feel like these were popular like a couple of years ago from TikTok, but they kind of like aren't anymore, so I just feel like this is a little strange, but let's see how it tastes. I'm a little scared for this one. Yeah, absolutely not. That is sickeningly sweet, and somehow it doesn't even taste like strawberry. It tastes like bubblegum. Ooh, like that strawberry Rice Krispie tasted so real and fresh. This tastes so artificial. And those Skittles freeze-dried pieces are just so sweet on there that it like actually made it hard to eat. This is something I feel like for kids only. Kids will probably like this because it is so sweet, but this is going to be hard for an adult to eat here. Ooh. That is not enjoyable at all. And for as much as I didn't enjoy the scone, I do think this Skittles cookie sandwich is a bit worse. So we have a new food in last place here. Now that's it for all of the Mickey-shaped snacks we're going to be getting in the Magic Kingdom, but you might be noticing there are 2 major Mickey-shaped snacks currently missing from this list that have a lot of potential to actually shake up our rankings, but in order to grab them, we have to head out of the Magic Kingdom and to the resorts. We have made it over to Port Orleans, and I have picked up my first food, which is going to be a plate of Mickey Waffles. The adult order of Mickey Waffles costs $11.29, and it also comes with 2 sides. And I always say, any good day at Disney World starts with Mickey Waffles. And of course, we have to drizzle some syrup over top. What do you say we cut off an ear? Very crispy today, I must say. But delicious as always. Mickey Waffles just have such a distinct taste. They have a very strong vanilla flavor, which I always love. I don't know if it's just because they're nostalgic to me, but Mickey waffles are truly some of the best waffles money can buy, followed closely probably by Waffle House. But I also love how they do them in other shapes other than Mickey. Like if you stay at Art of Animation, they do Cars waffles and they do Lion King waffles and Little Mermaid waffles sometimes, but you could find these Mickey waffles in other shapes as well. And not only are they making these Mickey waffles in different shapes and characters, they're also making them in different flavors, specifically the Mickey churro waffles, which happen to be my favorite Disney breakfast food of all time. There are only 2 places where you can find these Mickey churro waffles. One is at the Crystal Palace in Magic Kingdom for breakfast. It's an expensive buffet to dine at because there are characters, but I always say it's worth it to dine at least once for the sole purpose of getting those Mickey churro waffles. They are fully worth the price. And the other place you're able to grab the churro waffles are on Disney Cruise Line. On the last sea day of your cruise at your breakfast buffet, they will have Mickey churro waffles. So they're hard to come by, but they are oh so delicious, and they will in fact count towards our rankings. So let's get right into our rankings, and I think we have a new number 1 in town. The Mickey waffles are taking over the number 1 spot. And specialty Mickey churro waffles aside, I do prefer just regular plain old Mickey waffles to just a Mickey sandwich or a Mickey ice cream bar. Well, it has gotten to that point where we only have one more Mickey-shaped snack to go, and we came to Port Orleans for a reason, so I'm sure you can all guess what that is. But the real question is, will it take over the number 1 spot, or will Mickey waffles stay in the lead? Let's go grab some Mickey beignets and find out. You can get an order of 3 Mickey-shaped beignets from Scat Cats at Port Orleans French Quarter for $7.99. And how good do these look right here? I can tell you they're always super hot, super fresh, and super delicious. I know earlier I said that Mickey waffles are the perfect way to start your morning at Disney, but I might be wrong. If you're staying at Port Orleans, Mickey beignets might be the perfect way to start your morning. Like I said, they're always served so hot, so fresh, absolutely doused in powdered sugar, and they're a great dessert, or honestly, you can make them your breakfast. Are these more of a donut? They very well might be. I've never been to New Orleans yet, so I haven't had a real beignet, but I'm going very soon, so we shall see. I'm not saying these are traditional or real New Orleans beignets. I am just saying they taste absolutely delicious. And just like with the waffles and some of the other treats, they do also have special versions of these beignets for the specific holidays. Some of the specialty beignets are better than others, but my favorite Disney World snack of all time are the cookies and cream Halloween beignets that they serve here. They're dusted in a cookies and cream powdered sugar, drizzled with marshmallow sauce. I'm telling you, book a trip to Disney World during the Halloween season for these beignets. So given how good the cookies and cream beignets are and how good the original form of these Mickey beignets are, I have to give the slight edge to the beignets. I think we saved the best for last. The Mickey beignets are coming in first place. Well, that's gonna do it for us here, trying and ranking all of the Mickey-shaped snacks at Disney World, but I wanna hear from you guys. Let me know down below in the comments whether you agree or disagree with my rankings, or just let me know what your favorite Mickey-shaped snack is. But thank you guys so much for checking out this video. Thank you to everyone over on Patreon. I really appreciate your support. As always, if you enjoy honest Disney food reviews, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.